real quick one. See what everybody's up to. Haven't done a live time in quite a while. Everybody's up to, if everybody's enjoying all the entertainment out there in the world that's providing. Oh my goodness. Every day it's something. A little more madness. Earthquakes, hurricanes, financial instability, people storming Area 51. That's kind of on the top of our radar out here, as much as it looks like a joke. Take it seriously until proven otherwise. Might just go check it out to see what happens. Got pedophiles in bed with politicians, and everybody's trying to give them a pass just because they don't want to believe it. Everybody's cognitive dissonance is setting in pretty hard with this whole pedophile island thing. People don't want to believe, everybody associated, that it's pretty much everybody that's ever been in charge of the government forever is in bed with this dude, and everybody wants to point their fingers at the other side. I'm almost thinking this Epstein thing is a distraction, because they're gonna still let him off with a slap on the wrist while using it to distract everybody from the impending economic and social collapse going on right now as we speak. But thus I repeat myself in a lot of respects. So give me a minute here. If this is too noisy or whatnot, I'll get a spot up here in a second. It's another nice warm day in the desert. Can't complain too much. It's comfortable. Keeping me in the shade is the priority. There we got people checking in. All right, we'll check in with you guys. I think I saw Rooster, Midwest Prepper, West Wind, George Washington. We got presidents showing up. We're good. Is that M Long? M Long in the house? Everybody enjoying their midweek stretch? Getting through the week unscathed so far. Everybody see the price of silver? Yeah, Rooster, speaking of, yeah, Rooster's in here. Silver has taken off today. I missed my chance to buy at, what was it, 15.28 just Monday. I was thinking about it, didn't pull the trigger, and today it's 16. Dang it! I think the days of $15 silver might be over for our lifetime, at least. I mean, you can always be proven wrong, but it's definitely made a strong move on the back of nothing more than the Fed even came out and said they may not do another interest rate cut, which cutting interest rates should be strong for metals. But even with that news, everything still moves strongly up, which is an even stronger sign of strength, I guess you would say. What is that? The way they put it, strong sign. It's definitely going to be interesting. The economic indicators, oil was down like 5%. Amazon's the only one making any money. Go figure. And the list goes on and on. Here we go. Oh, whoa. Hold on. Hold your horses. So what we got going on here? Let me get this situated. Out there in the great desert landscape. Who all we got here? Midwest showed up. Chipper 66, what's going on? Civil War sandwiches. Yep. Civil War sandwiches. There we go. YouTube never notified. West Wind, I just popped it on. You probably wouldn't have got a notification. It's not like it was pre-planned. I've noticed when somebody just goes live right off the bat, the notification is like 5-10 minutes behind. It's just, I can understand that, I guess. D-Mac Outdoors, what's going on? Epstein is a dog and pony show, you think, West Wind? Possibly. That's what I was saying. It's like he's too embedded with both sides for him not to get off, right? But everybody's trying to point their finger at the other side like it's their fault. And when we tried to tell people when we saw all the pictures of Trump and the Clintons, like, this dude is in bed with everybody, and yet then when Epstein is like a common tie to him, everybody wants to discount it. Like, oh no, that's different. People are stupid. Starting when you're going home, Midwest. That's right. Listen on your way home. One more day of work for Rooster. Don't you hate it when they get your order wrong? I reckon. Tammy Purdy, good afternoon. How are you? Yeah, the days of $7-8 for silver are definitely dead. Or even $3. You could get $3 in the 80s. Especially once they sold off the strategic stockpile. No, Wayne, it's not a PVC pipe. Don't think that would work very well. Hey, LS, how's it going? LS, the Twitter's on fire. It's making for entertainment. That's where half of this comes from. So, for talking about the entertainment and popcorn, Twitter is an abundance of entertainment. If you all aren't on Twitter, you're really missing out, because it enables you to just grab snapshots instead of whole videos. 5-6 minute videos, even a 3-minute video is too long when you compare it to Twitter, right? And you can just get snapshots of idiocy from people and the things they say, and be able to comment and just move on and forget about it, right? Or just use it to expand upon and comment upon throughout the day. This lady today said dog ownership was white people love to own dogs because they're still racist, and they love owning slaves, and dog ownership equates to slave ownership. I do kid you not. Oh man, that tweet got ratioed so hard. It was very funny. So I'm trying to figure out how racist I am if I'm walking my dogs, because also your Gaston flag is racist still, which has been for a long time, but somebody commented on it once again that having a Gaston flag is racist. So I'm trying to get my racist ratio figured out. I'm not sure if I'm exponentially racist or just multiple times racist. I'm trying to see if it's an exponent formula, or if it's a multiplication formula I need to use to figure out how racist I am, based upon all this information I'm getting. It's quite. And then I was just told, don't forget about your AR-15. Like, well, yeah, my AR-15 makes you racist too. So I'm up to like the ninth exponent or something. It's pretty serious. I think it's a serious problem. I think we have. Tammy asked how Amazon makes money. Aren't they just middlemen? They are a large warehousing and distribution network, yes, but they also make their own products now. They've transitioned, and they also have their own brand of products, like generic brands, basically, of many different things. So yeah, they're the middleman, but they're the most efficient and quick middleman as well. So if anybody wants to get their product out to the public quickly, Amazon's the way to do it. So I guess you could consider that their angle of how they make. They just are the biggest and the baddest guy on the block. Oh yeah, they'll definitely get him a plea deal. Yeah, I think he's definitely going. He's too connected not to get a plea deal. Can you imagine? I mean, is all of Washington D.C. going to get drugged down by one guy? Probably not. And the world continues to march and burn. Well, everybody's looking at this sideshow. Prepper tip: sharpen your shovel. Cut roots better. Nobody ever does it anymore. Nobody sharpens their shovel, saints. Or I use it to cut roots all the time, though. I hear you. He'll hang himself from a doorknob. Yeah, that's the international symbol, right? If Epstein ends up on the wrong side of a door on a doorknob, you know he did it for the cause, right? No doubt. All right, Midwest, have a good day. Back to wherever country you came from. Check in on the replay. Might talk bad about you some more. Midwest has got a premiere coming up tonight you might want to check out. I think he's talking about YouTube channels. Be fun to watch. Comes up at 4 my time, I believe. West Wind only owns white dogs. Dogs are racist. What's up, Angel? Panel of hate. We got to get the Green Dragon back together before they cut down the hangouts. You would have loved, Wayne, if you've never watched the Green Dragon, you would have loved it probably. You might not have liked it all, but you would have liked enough of it to been a regular purveyor of the Dragon. We had hate and discontent, we had conspiracy theories, we had it all. I do want to get in touch with Mule and see if he wants to do one last show before they shut Hangouts down. They really make it a lot harder to do panels and stuff. Oh, did you West Wind? Okay. I didn't remember. I mean, I just remember you recently, so yeah, if you were on there, cool. So you watched it. Cool. I didn't realize you had been around that long. I didn't find your channel until I found Wes S's, I think. Yeah, Angel loves that's the only time Angel gets to vent is when the Dragon's on. He gets to get on there and throw around his hate and discontent. So those of you who've been waiting, you don't know who Angel is, that's where you get to see him most. Were you a different channel before, Wayne? That makes sense. Do we need to know what your old channel was called so you could kill us in? Yeah, M Long, most people are slaves of their dog, not the other way around, right? Yeah, that tweet is just hilarious. There's a lot of comments like that underneath, like slave ownership. The dog, I'm a slave to the dog more than it is to me. Yeah. Red October, what's going on? Yeah, this Area 51 thing. Talk about getting the popcorn out, right? I've already contacted my contacts and been like, hey, we going and watching or what? It would be I mean, if you even got 10,000 people, that would be an event worth watching, of people trying to push the envelope down there. It would be interesting because 10,000 would be enough to cause a problem. 1 million would be a crisis. You know, that would be, I could see the state getting involved and all kinds of other stuff going on to keep them out of there. But I empathize with their cause, and it would be worth going down just to kind of get a feel for what everybody's angle is. Is everybody there for the aliens, or if there's a mismatch of groups? I could see Native American, groups that, certain land is, has certain meanings, and I'm sure there's some piece of land within the test site and Area 51 that's of tribal significance that they would want to be concerned about. And then obviously you got land rights just as a state ownership of land. If there's anybody that shows up for that cause, which we're affiliated with, if anybody like that would show up, because Area 51 was just it's the federal government squatting on state land. They never paid for it. They never went through the constitutional process. They just sat on it and said, "Hey, it's ours." So the people with the biggest guns win, right? Hey, what's up, Bikes? So yeah, Bikes, we're gonna get together at Area 51, right? But it would be worth, if any significant number of people showed up, it would be interesting to go and get a survey and a outlook on what people are thinking. Because people are tired. People are tired of the government secrets. And these are the most obvious, up in your face secrets, right? Then there's the ones you don't know about that are behind closed doors in other places that, people don't even know they need to know, including us. Like, there's so many different things that could be out there, from different research centers and underground tunnels and underground cities and everything else. But I do like the meme of, hey, forget about storming Area 51. How about storming the Federal Reserve? If we got 1 million people to storm the Fed, we might get somewhere. Yes, Saint, you think that? I don't think that they will actually enough riot control agents. They'll use that to fend people off. I don't think they'll let them get close enough to where the deadly force area is. Monitor with all their motion detectors and everything is way, way outside of even observation range of the main Area 51. So, they're going to use all the chemicals, and they'll use chemical agents and sound cannons and stuff way before people start getting close enough for deadly force, I think. But again, if there's 1 million people, they ain't going to be able to stop them. They could come from every different direction. There's no way they could cover it without carpet bombing the place, Is it really worth it to cause a mass genocide, basically? That would be significant. Secrets revealed could be bad for us all, says Red. Most of the secrets deserve to be out and seen how bad things are to begin with, too, Red, though, People need a wake-up call. They can't see the truth right in front of their faces. Only the most bizarre thing will get most people to the understanding of how far off the rails this government has gone, There's been people hypothesize that Area 51 is human test subjects, and stuff that are involved in stuff. I mean, there are all kinds of theories. Tammy, they hide the gold in the old Morton salt tunnels. What are the Morton salt tunnels? I don't know what that is. I don't think the government has any gold, though. They want to get rid of gold as any significance. The central banks have the gold, and where they hide it, that's a different case. I don't know where the banks keep the gold, but the government doesn't have any. But West Wind says Area 51 is probably a misdirection psyop. Well, it was started as a joke, and then it just got all kinds of traction. Apparently, Joe Rogan said something about his show about people should storm Area 51, and laughing about it or whatever. And then all of a sudden, somebody made a Facebook event page, put a date on it, and boom, there it goes. That's apparently how that all happened. So it's kind of funny. But somebody would have to look up the significance of September 20th, because if there was any, shenanigans with it, there'd be some tie-in to September 20th, I would think. But I know if I was planning it, I would push it out to November, because it's still going to be, 90 plus degrees out there in the middle of the desert with no water in September. So you never know. Bike says this is another honeypot psyop to draw people out in the middle of the desert. Oh, you think so? Yeah, that'd be a good place for test subjects, right? That's a good call. They'll get all their test subject out there to test all their sound cannons to see if they really work in a controlled environment with not a lot of innocent bystanders, or basically nobody there is innocent. They would say a good call. Can't do it in urban terrain, right? But think about it, Bikes. If we could get every Nevada YouTuber out there, we could promote it as an event and just, do our pig roast and watch the whole thing and live stream it. You got Iridium down there. You got the Lord Humongous, who's down there now in Vegas. Like, if we get Custom Black and Tony and, I don't know, bring Winging It Tracy and, I don't think of all the people. We'll just have a big cookout and camp out, watch the madness. It'd be a good time. D-Mac wants to... D-Mac, you're going to be back east, man. Aren't you leaving like in the next week, next couple weeks? Yeah, Wayne, you'll be close enough to make the drive, right? We'll get camp set up for you. You just bring some water. Yeah, we could put up our odds board. How many casualties are going to be taken in the first hour? How many heat casualties are there going to be in the first day? How many people are going to fall out? Have to get casevaced? I see most people falling out. I could legit see like 5,000 people flying to Vegas, getting their rental car and trying to figure out where Area 51 is, then all of a sudden realizing where it's at, they just quit and go home. I can see that happen to a large portion of people. People just don't realize how rugged and remote Nevada in general is, a little less Area 51. It is where it is for a reason. But people have endured out there, but it's not for the lighthearted or the millennial snowflake Xbox crowd either. D-Mac, are we gonna choose sides? Like, we get a cheering section, D-Mac? We can have the government crowd on the other side. We'll be the storming crowd on one side. We'll make a chant out of it. That'd be pretty funny. That would be hilarious. I agree. Oh, and Saints has got to ruin our fun with jammer drones. Yeah, thanks, Saints. And then there you go, Bikes, the ultimate final bet. How many people make it within 10 miles of the base? Yeah, the odds of actually getting onto the base would be like a trillion to 1. So if you actually made it to the base, you win. D-Mac, you actually think millennials are going to show up? Again, I think they'd get to Vegas and they'd tap out. They'd be like, I'll just stay here in the casino. I'm good. Roll some money on the tables instead of going out in the middle of the desert to die of dehydration. Hey, what's up, Chance? How's it going? Was that Fourth Dimension? What's going on? Yeah, spectator sport, right? Yeah, it'd be a hoot, Fourth Dimension, right? Live stream after Hangout. Yeah, Rooster, you can still live stream. Hangouts is just going to take away your ability to bring people on a panel. You won't be able to do panels like we used to have 5, 6 people in a chat, and talk and host an event. That's my understanding. The Hangouts is a Google Plus carryover from Google. So basically, Google's getting rid of one of their old products and just going straight YouTube, I guess you'd say. They don't like us all getting together and conspiring against them. Plus, I think it takes up a lot of their storage space on servers with all the people that do Hangouts and all the bandwidth that comes in from all the different channels. If you get an 8-person panel, all these channels coming into a server, that takes up a lot of effort on their part. And I think that's part of a business decision on their part too, because just think of the Hangouts we have on these prepper channels, conspiracy channels, and that's just a small piece of the bigger pie. You got the gun channels. I mean, look at Never Enough Ammo does his chat, and then you got all the bigger entertainment stuff that do chats. All these fashion channels, kid channels, and outdoors channels. I mean, there's just so many different things that happen. It's probably overwhelming Google. I don't know how they keep up to begin with, but the amount of servers and storage they have for all this is just amazing. Google has a new app called the Duo. You think will replace Hangouts, says Bikes? Is that right? Hey, Warsaw Patriot, what's going on? Welcome. You're not new. What do you mean new? Maybe you haven't been here for lunchtime, Warsaw, but you've been around. Been around the block for a while. Tammy Purdy says they wouldn't be able to carry enough water bottles. I'd pay. Oh yeah, if we sold water, we could truck in some water and sell it. $10 a small bottle, right? Go into a business venture and at the same time place your odds on your bets on potential heat casualties and making it to the base. Would be a hoot. Oh, they want to shut us down, Rooster? Yeah, that's probably true too. Well, Bikes, I think it's supposed to be overwhelming force, to make it such a large event, and just overwhelming for them, Going to tunnel into the area, Chance? Maybe. The shovel's all you need, right? Better than an e-tool. Man, that'd be a long day. Yeah, definitely deadly, right? And without water. North Texas Patriot checking in. Good afternoon. I'm about ready to have to wrap this up, but thanks for checking in. Yeah, right, Warsaw? Yeah, if there were... I don't think they could keep secret UFOs for that long in that location for that long. Area 51 has a lot of other shady stuff going on, whatever experiments or otherwise that they're doing. There's been theories that the whole area is severely contaminated with experiments they did in the 50s on chemicals and everything else that may still be going on. There's all kinds of rumors out there about human test subjects in this place that are like off the books. All the child abductions and stuff, human trafficking is tied into Area 51 with human testing and stuff. I mean, just all kinds of different things that could be happening that we don't know because nobody's up front about any of this, right? So gotta find out somehow. Might as well storm the place, right? Bikes, have you gotten with Tony? I kind of mentioned it to Tony a little bit, Bikes, but that's it. I don't have any direct con with KGB or KBG. I always say KGB every time. I don't have any direct con with Custom Black. You'd have to do that on your end. But I don't know. It's just a thought. I don't know if I can even get off work that time or not. I just thought it'd be fun. Chimera's North Tech, right? Human experiments on animals, right? All kinds of stuff could be going on. Every Navy base has contaminated water, West Wind. Yeah. Pretty much every military base at some point has had bad environmental problems. But if we're going to do it, Bikes, we really got to plan it out. Make sure we got everybody on lockdown on what their team gear is. Who's bringing what, so that we don't double up too much stuff, because we're going to have to travel relatively light. To get a good seat, we're going to need to get off into the hinterlands, right? Maybe you and Tony just ride with KGB in the Jeep. Right on, North Texas. Cool. Networking's a good thing. But if you want to follow or more information about the Area 51 thing, there's a channel called Explore With Us. They're out of Nevada. They've been doing things for years. And they've been at Area 51 several times over the years, doing their thing. They got a couple of current videos about Area 51 and their take on it, and just, how they're highlighting how it just started as a joke. If people actually show up, it'll be interesting to see what happens. But maybe follow that channel. They're a little more local than I am. And they might put out some more information as it comes closer up to see what goes on with that. So go check them out. They do a lot more out in the Nevada desert than I do. Believe it or not. Uh-oh. Already got map recon going. We need to get a hold of Glenn too, to see if he wants to come down, and maybe that'll give us a patrol base potentially to operate out of. And depending on which side of the area these people decide to link up on, what are they gonna do? Because the link up point is Amargosa, which is on the wrong side. If you want to get directly to Area 51, they need to go to Rachel. But either way. So we'll get a hold of Wild Down Horseman, see if he wants to participate or provide some support. That'd make it a little more cush for us YouTubers. Yeah, Dad on YouTube, what's up? Yeah, the popcorns, I'm gonna run out. All this stuff going on, just sitting back here watching, it's like gonna run out of entertainment services. I've got like 10 pounds of popcorn saved up too. No, wait, 15 pounds. I'll run out if this pace keeps up. Sam Club had 50-pound sacks. Yeah, I didn't figure I'd need that much. Maybe I should go buy one. I didn't want to stock up that much entertainment, but you never know. Well, hey, wandering veteran, what's going on? Why am I sitting here? I'm eating my lunch. I'm talking to these madmen. West Wind called a prepper Burning Man? Or we need to have a prepper Burning Man? Well, you guys have that back east. What's that? They got the, there's a couple different events back east for you guys. We just don't have anything out west. The Mountain Man Rendezvous is probably the closest thing we got out here. And it's pretty awesome. But it's more like old school, like bushcrafting and stuff. But it's still a pretty cool event. Well, they got Farmageddon out there out east, and they got the meetup that goes on out there in Arkansas or wherever, Missouri. There's been a bunch of them on YouTube over the years. Oh, what did Saints say? Dad, you're gonna be the popcorn king. Where did Saints go? I missed his comment. Okay. Dad, yeah, we're waiting for the Area 51 raid. Don't worry. Where Area 51 is, those sagebrush should be like half the size. There ain't no water down there. All the plants will be like miniature compared to up here. All right, folks, I got to roll out. That's the lunchtime chat. Thanks for checking in. Like Dad says, get your 50-pound of popcorn to save up so we can watch all this madness live unfold. Between the Epstein economic collapse and Area 51, I mean, you can't help but be entertained, right? So keep your head on a swivel. Prep hard. Prep harder today than yesterday. You guys have a good one. Live free.